If you've ever waited on a text that didn't come, I'm probably going to be able to explain why in this video. Go ahead and get an ice pack for your ass crack because Eleanor, Dismissive Me, is back. Family, welcome and welcome back. It's your favorite emotionally unavailable YouTuber, and I'm back for another video. Like, subscribe, and welcome to Dismissive Me. Family, let me explain to you how it feels to receive a text message or a DM, and I just can't bring myself to respond. And the first thing that I feel is sometimes, even if I like you, even if I like you a lot, even if I love you, I still want to be left alone. I could not be responding because you're texting me at a moment in time where I just need to be alone, where I just need a moment to myself. So it's not personal. It doesn't have anything to do with you. I'll respond back when I have something to say, when I'm in a better headspace, and then we can carry on and having a conversation or checking in or whatever. But just because you texted me doesn't mean you're entitled to access to me. I'm not confused about that. So for me, again, if I'm in this space where I just want to be left alone or I just need to be alone right now, I'm not going to respond to the message. And more often than not, speaking only on my personal experience, I can see that you sent me a message, but I'm likely not going to read it until I'm in that headspace. Like for me, I don't like my text messages just popping up all on my phone because I do use my phone a lot for work. So I don't necessarily need my personal stuff coming up on my phone if I'm showing it to a client or showing it to somebody that has to look over my shoulder. I don't like that. So I will not go in my text messages if I'm not in a place to read text messages. I could just turn off the notifications altogether. So you'll see that the message is received, but it hasn't been read yet. And I can go, days without reading a message. And I won't read the message purposely because I don't want to deal with the whole, oh, they read it and didn't say anything. I'm just not even going to acknowledge it at all until I'm ready to go there. Another thing is, sometimes I just don't want to be needed, Like I don't want somebody to need me. I don't need somebody asking me for something. I don't need somebody asking me for my opinion, or maybe I'm not in a place to listen to somebody vent. So I'm not going to respond to the message. I'm going to wait until I'm ready. The other thing is, because if I respond right now, this person, depending on who they are, what they have going on, because everybody is different, they may now expect more from me later. And I don't necessarily want to get into a pattern of being needed or letting this person think that just because I responded now, I'm going to respond later, or that if I say agree to something now, I'll agree to the same thing later. So sometimes that non-response doesn't have anything to do with me needing to be alone. I might need to wait a minute before I respond to this message, even after I read it, right? Because I need to think about how I'm going to respond to this so that I don't get roped into anything more than what I want to be roped into. I don't want to be pulled into any emotional situations that don't have anything to do with me. I don't want to be, called upon to do a favor because maybe I'm not in that place mentally, physically, spiritually, depending on what's going on, right? I could be in a space where I'm already overstimulated, and so I'll get back to you, like I've already stated, when I'm ready. Just because you're in a rush, respectfully, doesn't mean that I'm in a rush or that I have to be in a rush. My emotions and my sense of urgency isn't dependent on somebody else and their feelings. You could think that something is urgent, but for me, that doesn't seem urgent to me. So I feel like, okay, let me take this moment for me and I'll get back to that later because this issue seems small to me. And even just, and like I mentioned, like turning off the notifications, even like the notification that I got a message, it's just like, at certain moments, it's like, I just can't even deal with it. I can't deal with another email. I can't deal with another text message, another DM. Let me just turn my phone off for a little bit. And then you get like I get like expectation fatigue. Like I'm expected to respond to this. I'm expected to do this. I'm expected to, and it's just, I need a minute, it's just overwhelming. And then there's also, and I know people don't want to talk about this, but I'm going to go ahead and say it. There's also the resentment toward the interruption. Because maybe I'm enjoying my time alone and I'm like, everything is going great. And then boom, you send me a message. And it's like, why did I get a message from this person right now? What do they want? And then it's like, no, am I in a position to see what they want? If no, then I'm going to keep going. But then I would be dishonest if I were to say that sometimes I'm just not totally annoyed by the fact that somebody texted me at an inconvenient time. And then it's like, then it drags it out even more because it's like, that time that I was thinking about that for 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever, now I got to get that back. I have to forget about it and then make up that time where I was annoyed by the fact that I had this notification or I had to do this and I was taking some time out for myself. And like an example of this is like I'm overstimulated from the week. So for me, Saturdays, I typically get up early. Well, I always get up early. I get up early and I actually get around early. And I go and I walk or run 5 miles, right? Lately, I'm working on running in a 5K. So I've been running 3.5 miles in the morning. So that's what I do. If you text me when I'm walking or running, or when you know that I'm probably doing something for me, I'm totally annoyed. Because one thing about me, I'm a routine person. You know exactly what I'm doing first thing in the morning. If it's Monday through Friday and you call me at 11 a.m., you know exactly what I'm doing. I'm at work. That's so annoying to me. I really can't stand that. Like if you're not my grandparents and you're texting or calling me in the middle of the day, I just think if I don't have anything to do, like sometimes I have a gap in my day and I might text somebody like, hey, what's going on? Blah, blah, blah. But typically I don't necessarily do that. I'm annoyed because I'm like, you could have texted me at like 4:45, 5 o'clock and said, hey, can you call me when you get out of work? You're calling me in the middle of the workday and it's not an emergency. Get back to work. Get back to work like I'm back to work. And it's just little things like that. And it's not every single time somebody texts me during those hours, but that's a time where I'm the most likely to be like, why are they texting me right now about nothing? Because in my mind, there are times where you shouldn't be reaching out to me unless it is an emergency because I'm busy doing something else. And right now, you're kind of out of sight, out of mind. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. And I'm going to drop another video tomorrow or the day after that. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's keep the conversation going down below in the comment section. Find me on Instagram. Book your one-on-one with me to speak about your situation with another dismissive avoidant. And family, I will be tapping in with you very soon. Keep it real.